Hello everyone, welcome to website designing course offered by eSocial Expert. In this video, we will learn basics of website designing. What do we need in order to build a website? So just to brief you about the website, we need, or we can say without which we cannot build a website. We need first a domain name and we need hosting. Now let me brief you quickly. A domain name is a name which you assign to your website. Just like you have a name, people call you by your name, your friends, your family members, they call you, they know you by your name. Similarly, websites interact with each other and websites interact with each other using the IP addresses. IP addresses like IP addresses like 101, 102, 168.91 and so on. So this is just an example. This is the IP addresses. So there are millions of websites nowadays and they all are connected with servers. So now when they interact with each other, so they interact using the IP configuration or the IP code. You don't have to know everything about IP addresses. I'm not going into technical, but just to brief you that you just need a name which you need to assign to a particular IP addresses, which will be working as your website name for others so that people can remember your business name or your website name, or you can introduce your website to someone else. For example, I have my own website. The actual website name would be the IP addresses like 101.102.168.91. But when I say that this is my website, no one going to remember it, no one going to recall it, or even I will not be able to memorize the name of my website. But this is the actual name, this is the actual ID of my website. But if I have to introduce my website to someone, then I have to give a name, a fake name, which is the brand name or the business name, so that people can visit to my website or I can introduce my website to others. And similarly, you can also build your own website and introduce to others. So my website name is eSocial Expert, or you can build your own website using your own name or maybe with your business name. So this is all what you have to know about domain name. Now talk about hosting. What is hosting? Understand it in a very simple way. We all use cell phone. We have a cell phone, and within the cell phone there are many applications like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp, and gallery, camera app. So there are so many applications. And when we click some photographs, when we receive some messages, so every information is actually stored somewhere within the cell phone. Now, the storage device which is in the cell phone is the memory, or we call uh, RAM, or we call a hard disk, or we call a storage capacity, a card, kind of. So the purpose of that particular device is to store all the information. And if this memory is not there, then you will not be able to access any data from your mobile phone, nor you will be able to use your cell phone, because your cell phone has a memory inbuilt wherein all the data is stored and the applications are stored. Similarly, when you build a website, you need to store your information, website information in the form of what do you put basically on your website. Normally, we see web pages which has text, videos, images, or graphics. So these all act as a data, and that data is stored somewhere. So we need to store that data in the server, so that when someone visits our website or go to internet and look for our services, so they can extract all those information from there. So this is what hosting is. You don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to learn the definition or get into the technicals of hosting and domain name. You just have to be concerned about that in order to build a website, You basically need a domain name and the hosting. Now, there are some other benefits which we will talk about it. In order to build a website, what you need to be careful about and what are the things you should consider. And let's continue.